Yo, so what we're gonna do is go over mixing. Most important thing a DJ could know how to do. I don't care how good you are with scratching, beat juggling, none of that matters if you can't mix two songs together. Because at the end of the day, DJing is about making people move, making people dance, and no crowd at a club is going to want to dance to you scratching for hours or you going back and forth on Impeach the President for hours. You got to be able to get in and out of music seamlessly and smoothly. And that's why we're going to practice mixing today. First thing that I want us to do is build a relationship with each song that we're going to mix. So on the left turntable, we have a Super Seal battle break, and we're going to use the first drum break on the Super Seal record. On the right turntable, we have the instrumental of Warm It Up Kane. Big Daddy Kane, dope instrumental, peace to Marley Marl, peace to DJ Qbert. Let's build a relationship with these songs. And what I mean by building a relationship is we're going to play each song and just listen to the beat. We're going to listen to how fast each side is playing. And we're also going to listen to, how can I explain it? Like the nuances in the beat. And what I mean by the nuances is how the kick sounds. The one, right? At the top of each bar. We're going to listen to the twos and fours, how the snares sound. We're going to differentiate that snare sound with this snare sound. And then that's going to allow us to understand how to isolate the snare in the song that we're listening to in our headphones, and how to dictate or decode, I should say, whether or not the snare on the Super Seal break, which we're mixing to the Warm It Up Kane, is playing too slow or too fast. And to wrap it up, in order for us to do that, we have to build a relationship with each song. Listen to the nuances of the song. So I'm going to play the left turntable, and we're just going to listen to the beat. All right, now let's play the left song, Warm It Up Kane. So automatically, the first thing that I could tell is that the snare on the Super Seal break is like higher pitched. Did you notice that? Mm-hmm. It's like a sharper sound. That one's like sharper and higher pitched. The snare here is a little more dull. Let me get a cleaner one. See, this one's a little more dull. And this one is more higher pitched. Right? You see that? So we're building a relationship with both records, how they sound. And that's the main thing that you want to do when you first start mixing. So now when we try to start the mix and differentiate the speeds and understand whether or not the speed on the drum beat on the Super Seal record is playing faster or slower, we're going to be able to contrast the snares, because we know that the Warm It Up Kane snare is more dull. And the snare for the Super Seal break is what? Is more higher pitched. Okay? This one's dull.
Dull, and that one's high.
This one's higher pitched. So we're listening for the higher pitched one to see if it's moving slower or behind the dull snare that's playing out of the speakers, or is it moving ahead or faster? Okay? I'm going to play Warm It Up Kane.
Okay.
Then I'm going to set myself up on the left turntable. Tell me the steps involved. Like, what am I going to do once I grab the one and have it set after I play the right turntable?
Oh, you got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop it from the one.
Exactly.
And then listen to the music.
Listen to you're gonna listen to the snare. Not so you don't want to listen to all the music. You're isolating the snares. You're only listening to the snares. That's what matters when you're mixing. Listen to the snares, and we're gonna see if the snare here is landing before
Or after.
or after. If it's landing before, this is too
Slow.
no.
I mean, too fast. Yeah.
If the snare on the left turntable is landing before
Right.
warm it up cane, it's too fast.
Mm.
If the snare on the left turntable is landing after, it's too slow. So now I'm gonna grab the one, open the fader. What's happening on the left turntable?
It's too fast.
It's too fast. Good.
It's offbeat.
It's offbeat. So basically what I want to do is now
Adjust
we're going to adjust it. I'm going to move this pitch in what direction?
to slow it down a little.
Slow it down a little.
To the left.
All right.
That's like a little bit, but it's fast.
It's too fast, yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to adjust this more and move it a little slower. Now let's bring it back again. All right. So they play together for about, I don't know, 10 to, I would say 10 to like 15 seconds. Both snares play together. Once you get it to lock in for about 10 to 15 seconds, especially with hip hop, you're pretty much done with your mix. Because the transition it takes from the old song to the new song, as far as moving the fader over, bringing the up fader to the top so that you hear it at full blast, bringing down the old song, that whole process takes about 10 seconds. So all you're worried about is being able to lock in your mix for about 10 seconds. If you want to get more flashy and creative, by all means, try to lock the mix in for 20 seconds or 30 seconds and start playing with the EQs. But for a beginner, try to get it locked in for 10 seconds and then do your transition. Execute your mix. All right? So we know that at about, I don't know, -3-ish on the left turntable is where you need to be in order to lock the speed of the super seal break with the speed of warm it up cane. Now I'm going to do it in real time. I'm going to do it without stopping and starting again, because obviously at a club you would never stop the song, rewind it while people are dancing. Okay, so let's try it one more time. This time I'm just going to do it straight away, the way it would happen in your headphones. Okay, you ready? I'm going to put this back to 0. Now what's happening right now is going to go on in your headphones, but I'm doing it out in the open so that everybody can hear it and understand all the adjustments that I'm making. All right, here we go.
savage. Take two of the man was sold. So the unique technique I speak of. Pop's got a brand new bag.
Their flows playing at the same time. And that was about 10 seconds. So now you're done with your mix. So you're gonna rewind it. Now you can start your mix.
So I had to start rushing. Just like voodoo.
And you've done your mix. Then you just repeat the same steps with the following record. Drop it on the one, listen for the snares, understand whether or not the snare that you played on the right turntable now is playing ahead. If it's ahead, it's too fast. So you got to move the pitch in the direction to the left to slow it down. If it's playing behind, if it's hitting after this snare, it's too slow. And you got to move the pitch faster to the right. And do it in steps. Do it incrementally, especially if you're a beginner. Break it down in steps so that you're not trying to process too much at once. Make sense?